Okay, thanks so much. Are you listening? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I will share my screen. Thanks so much for the audience today. Okay, I am this. I also have as a co-author Fernando Oliveira. Okay, and Professor Júlio Rezende. We are both based in Brazil. In this case, we'll be talking about the physical preparation of analog astronauts in Habitat Marte. Okay. In this case, we are based in Brazil, in the corner of South America, in the outbacks of Rio Grande do Norte state. In this case, I live in the coast in a city called Natal, and Habitat Marte is 60 miles or 100 kilometers from Natal, and the environment changed a lot because we have a lot of cactus in the landscape and also a low humidity here. Also in this location, we have the Habitat Marte, here one photo, also a bigger photo of our space analog complex. Here's a little about our history. We start the first mission during December 2017. Also, it's operating a semi-arid northeast of Brazil, present cactus in the great part of our landscape. Also, Habitat Marte has created new protocols aimed to prepare analog astronauts to participate during in-person missions. Also, from in-person missions 77, when we started the in-person missions, because since pandemics, the beginning of pandemics of March 2020, we stopped the in-person missions, and we restarted in the end of June. In this case, the mission 77, during July, we started the physical preparation and also the workouts. It's something new that we are also improving the methodology and the protocols. And here we are in this conference, we are bringing some updates about what we are doing in Brazil in terms of the physical preparation of analog astronauts. In this case, here we have some information about what is done in analog space and missions. One of important things is the operation of a self-sustaining habitat in outback with application to Mars. In this case, in our habitats, we work with some sanitation techniques to recover treat the sewage to be reused. Also indoor agriculture using greenhouse, also aquaponics and social innovations. And the third point is the use of solar energy. We believe that if you have these three dimensions operating, also learning about some results on Earth, we can have possible outputs to apply also in future habitats in Mars and Moon. In this case, we have some photos from our activities in the intervehicular activities in the station. Also, example about in the process of preparation to start an intervehicular activity. Also, one photo from our landscape during the intervehicular activity, showing a lot of cactus. Also, close to us, there is a extinct volcano called Kabuji, and this place is very interesting because we collect the soil and did analysis in a lab, and this also present characteristics to very common, very similar to Mojave Desert used by NASA in JPL. This site is one of the places where we develop our extravehicular activities, and there is presenting us 600 meters of height. In this case, this is one of the most challenging places in terms of extravehicular activities, bringing worries to the participants, okay, because we need to develop the new protocols like stop in each 10 minutes and when we are walking this area, we stop to rest a little, like sometimes three or 4 or 5 minutes, and restart the hiking. And this vehicular activity in this area brings a lot of worries, because if you have a person with some problems, like some heart problem, maybe it's possible we have a medical emergency with this person. Because of this, since we restarted the in-person missions, we are very worried about how to avoid possible risks, healthy risks to the unholy astronauts in our missions. Okay, because of this is the main motivation of this presentation is share a little about what you are doing in terms of preparation of these unholy astronauts. Also, if you look the Sustainable Development Goals, the goal 3 is about the good health and well-being. And in this case, all actions that we are developing is connected with goal 3. It's very important that some achievements that we are having in terms of protocols to the safety of the unholy astronauts also can present some possible outputs, some spin-offs to apply to our daily lives. Okay, in this case, okay, sorry about this slides in Portuguese, but it's in space environment, the exercises are used to avoid loss of muscles, okay, associated to space flights, also to quality of life and safety and self-confidence. In this case, we start to develop some personal, some physical activities with a personal trainer, and is also his name is Fernando Oliveira, and also he is the co-author of this presentation. Okay, in this case, he's not in the same state of Brazil. He's in a state of Pará, and he follows the mission remotely from his state. Okay, and he's also a physical education student from Brazil. And I and he, we are developing a lot of new protocols relate how to prepare the analogy astronauts, and these start sometimes 1 month, sometimes 2 months or 3 months, depending about how the mission is arranged between the members, the candidates, and the coordination of Habitat Marte. In this case, we'll be talking about more in this presentation about three topics. The first thing is about the physical preparation before the mission. The second topic is about activities in the Space Analog Station. In this case, the second topic is the moment when the mission is just operating. And the third topic is about research on physical activities, because in this case, our protocols, this procedure is transformed in we have developed protocols, but it's now is also a research that we are doing, collecting data from the analog astronauts. Okay, in this case, you'll be talking about this first step about the physical preparation. In this case, we developed a protocol of health and safety when we are asking to a lot of questions to the analog astronauts, also asking about emergency contact, and also a cell phone, that if these participants present a problem during the mission in Habitat Marte, we can contact the person. Also, if presents insurance, okay. We are also interested to some points, like if there is a consultation with a doctor to know if this person is allowed to develop physical activities in Habitat Marte. and also if presenting chest pain, also if presenting some kind of pain during the physical activities, if presents some situation of in terms of loss of consciousness, and also it's just showing some possible questions, but it's a lot of questions that we are presenting to the participants, because also presenting very important guidelines. The participants need to sign agreeing with our conditions, because sometimes we really recommend that they need to have a responsibility in terms of the physical preparation, and also develop personal personal workouts, okay, from different states or different counts before the arrival in Habitat Marte. In this case, the physical preparation involves guidelines for physical activities. Okay, we prepare advanced physical preparation protocol, also physical tests, and also follow-up. Okay. In this case, we talk now about these three elements. In these terms, the advanced physical preparation protocol must be answered before the mission. Also, workouts can be very useful for the knowledge astronauts for develop a best physical conditioning. And also, the physical preparation will be required to extravehicular activities, which take place outside the station. Also, as you can see, in the extinct volcano, it's 600 meters of altitude. The participants need to be very well prepared to develop this activity. Also, is sometimes with high temperatures, like more than 30 Celsius degrees. Okay, this is also during the extravehicular activity in this volcano, the person is consuming around, in average, 2.5 liters of water, because the hydration. Okay. Also, the physical preparation can prevent cardiovascular injuries and accidents, and also high blood pressure. Okay, this protocol is especially for people over 45 years old. Okay, the second point is, in this case, in the first moment, we are presenting some guidelines, and the second point in terms of physical preparation is a test. It's a physical test. Okay, to assess, the goal is to assess in advance the candidate's physical fitness in order to identify if he or she has the necessary aptitude to extravehicular activities. The candidates are evaluated remotely by a personal trainer. In this case, we are presenting some guidelines to the participants. In this case, being a comfort clothes, also being in an area of the 9 square meters, free for physical activities. Access the link to the virtual room based on Zoom, indicated by Habitat Marte. Also have the phone in a positions that allows the Habitat Marte team to assess the performance of physical fitness activities. In this case, the participant will put the cell phone in front of him or her, and the coach, our personal trainer, will be looking remotely from his state, looking at the activities that will be developed by the candidate. Okay, and the activities are these: 1 minute abdominal endurance test, also 1 minute elbow flexion, also 12 minutes Cooper using Strava or Apple Watch app. Okay, and this information will be sent by WhatsApp to Habitat Marte Fitness Coach. Okay, and these are very important process of our evaluation in terms of physical condition of the candidate to be an knowledge astronaut. Also, we present some guidelines about what kind of exercise the participants must be doing during a time, sometimes 1 month or 2 months, according to how the anticipation in terms of to create the team. Okay, and during this time, we is developed virtual meetings with the Habitat Marte coach. We also was creating an app to guide the analog astronauts workouts. Also, questions can be answered by WhatsApp or video calls with the coach. And all of this is interesting to identify if the participants, the members of the missions, are prepared to take part of our missions in Habitat Marte. All of this happens before the mission. Is only is for preparation. Okay. When the participant is prepared and develop new practice of exercise, of physical exercise, and doing workouts for yourself, for himself, he's prepared to come to Habitat Marte missions. In this case, we develop some warm-up activities in Habitat Marte. These are some photos, not this girl photo here, but the other photos from Habitat Marte. Also, some activities are stretching the dorsal, stretching of pectoral muscles, also quadriceps muscle stretch, also triceps muscle stretch. Okay, these are some photos from, in this case, these 3 photos here are from Habitat Marte, okay, facilities. In this case, these activities in terms of warm-up activities, and after warm-up activities happens the workout activities. In this case, the workout activities, we are using rubber elastics were performed to simulate the exercise performing low gravity developed aboard the International Space Station. If you look here in this photo, the astronaut is using these stretches, okay, these rubber ringing the astronaut to avoid the astronaut not become floating in the station. Okay. In this case, it's very interesting. We use this kind of elastics in analog missions because we are certain way reproducing what is done International Space Station. Okay. In this case, also in the workouts, we are also using dumbbells. Okay, here and mats. Okay. These equipments are used to implement we are using weights and body weight too, okay, for the activities. Also, some specific workouts performed in Habitat Marte are the ventral plank. This exercise strengthens abdominal and lower back muscles. This ventral plank is the first example here. Okay, it's just a representative photo. It looks easy, but it's very effective in terms of development of the ventral plank. The second exercise is using elastic squat. This exercise is for grouping the lower muscles, muscles most affected by microgravity. Also, if you look in the previous photo, the astronaut is developing something also similar. Also, we are using the dumbbell exercise for the muscle in the front of the arm, the biceps, and also the last example here is showing the advance with rubber elastic to develop the entire lower group of muscles. Okay. These are some examples of exercise. Now I'm going to the last part of this presentation is about the protocols that we are developing is giving opportunity to develop research and also collect the data from our analog astronauts. In this case, one of the researchers evaluate the physical and health conditions before and after workouts. Okay, in this case, we have we have all the surveys shared were created in a Google Forms. In this case, we have a WhatsApp group for the mission, and we share in the WhatsApp group in the mission, do the mission in-person missions, the link of the Google form. And the analog astronaut using a computer, sometimes using a cell phone, he will access the Google form and answer a battery of questions. Okay. In this case, one of the questions is, I have back pain. In this case, he will totally disagree with this affirmation, or totally agree, also in a scale from 1 to 5. Also other possible affirmation is, I feel pain in my legs. He totally agree, or totally disagree, or totally agree. These are examples of possible affirmations, or agree or not with the affirmation, with the sentence. In this case, in our survey, we are comparing if the perception about pain in the back or in the legs with the exercise becomes worse or better, or present a better condition. This is our proposal, is to analyze if the exercise are bringing some benefit in terms of perception related to the health of astronauts. In this case, we applied this survey with 11 participants. Okay, in this case, we have the participants in the age of 47 here for doing 5 times, also 23. Okay. Also
5 minutes.
Okay, thanks. Also, this example of well-being perception. You can see here how possible answers by the participants. Also, the motivation for physical activities. Some answers presented by the participants. In this case, you can see like 61% answer that they are presenting very willing. Okay, in the next steps for physical preparation of Habitat Marte is develop the gym, and is to buy a treadmill and also a stationary bike, because if you have this equipment in an analog Habitat Marte, we can also make some comparison with the workouts developed International Space Station. Okay. As a conclusion, with workouts in Habitat Marte, we are awakening in analog astronaut the desire to perform physical activities for personal daily lives, and also for physiological needs of an analog astronaut. Also, workouts in Habitat Marte can be seen as innovation and an opportunity to identify new possibilities of research. Also, during the extravehicular activities are recorded and evaluated the data generated by Apple Watch, because in some parts of the hiking is presenting sometimes 107 beats by minute, and we need to have this data to identify possible risks during the hiking, during the extravehicular activity in the volcano. Okay. Thanks so much. We can follow Habitat Marte social media, looking for Habitat Marte, and my Instagram is Julio Rezende, and also in LinkedIn, in Twitter, Julio FD Rezende. Okay, thanks so much for your attention, and now I open to questions.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Thank you very much. Does anybody have any questions? With the Apple Watch data, do you have any kind of coolers or anything in the extra EVA suits with that hot temperature?
Yes, yes, we have in our we are in a first prototype. We using some coolers. Okay, it's to refrigerate to bring some weather comfort to the astronauts, because sometimes presenting high temperatures also this is a risk to the participants. Like if you present like 35 degrees. Because of this, we in here we are very close to the equator. In this case, is we are considering for these extravehicular activities, try wake up very early to develop the extravehicular activities. Avoid the hours, local times like 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. Because in this like between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. is very hot. Okay, and in our extravehicular activities, we are trying to avoid this time, because recently we registered the 50 degrees Celsius, and it's too much, and also dangerous to the analog astronauts.
Wow, 50 degrees. Yeah, I can see that. Do you have a piece of software for that monitoring that you while they're out there, or is that something that you just do with somebody on site?
Yeah, if we are using a software.
Yes, for the astronaut monitoring of their physical health.
Yeah, we have yes, the coach is proposing a software. Also, to the software presents some guidelines about physical preparation, and also participants can look like a circuit of exercise, a sequence of exercise that the astronauts can be following. Also, during the mission, also we are more using the wearable technologies like Apple Watch or a Samsung watch to collect the data. But I believe it's very interesting in terms of research. But sometimes the participants, sometimes it's very common, only just a few participants have these kind of wearables, and this is kind of limitation. It would be interesting also have like some numbers of wearables to share with the participants to have more data to analyze.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's all the time we have. The next session is starting now. So thank you very much for the presentation, and hopefully we'll see you in the next session.
Yeah, also I believe the next presenter is also other presentation from mine. Just confirm is the name is Mind Space and Knowledge Habitats. I'd like to know if you confirm this.
Yes, that's what I have as well for starting right now.
Yeah. Okay, I can start.
Well, there's another session for that actually. So this link is for the one you just did. You'll have to join the link for the next session.
I believe is the same link.
No, it's going to be separate.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thanks so much.
Yep.